Well, it's about that time. Episode 8 of Power Book 2 Ghost is about to come out this weekend. And in today's episode, I want to give you my predictions and theories. It's your man, Parlo Gems. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe and be sure to let me know your thoughts and your theories down in the comments section. So I believe that, first of all, the two main people that we're going to see about in this particular episode are Davis and Effie. So let's talk about them, plus some of my other thoughts. Now, we know that Tariq is up to his neck with problems with Braden's family, as well as with the pressure that Noma is putting on him to move that weight. We know that he is trying to find her daughter. And I don't know how they're going to play that. I mean, Tariq by now should be working for the feds because he solves every single problem that comes his way. Now, Monet, as we know, she has a hot temper. I think some kind of way she is going to meet Noma in this particular episode because she does not sit in the back seat. She has to be in the driver's seat. And so since she capped her husband Lorenzo, I believe she's going to get with Tariq and they're going to agree that she needs to meet Noma. So they're going to come head to head and she's going to mark her territory. And I think that's going to begin to set up the next season. Now, that's just my thought. Okay. Now, we also know that Effie is going to be arrested. Now, we see this in the trailer. They've been showing that she is possibly going to be set up, but we know she's going to be taken into custody. Now, I believe that Diana is very, very, and I think I said Effie a few minutes ago, but I meant Diana. Diana she's harder than what most people give her credit for. Okay, just because she's the youngest in the family, I believe that she may be one of the soundest thinkers and she knows how to handle herself under pressure. We see Drew, he can't handle pressure. We know Kane can't handle pressure. So I don't think anything is going to come from her going into it with the investigators because she was caught on tape moving that weight. Now, we see here that Saxe is talking to Jenny about who knows what. Maybe they're plotting how they can get Diana. Of course, they're trying to use her with the RICO. But right around the corner, we see Davis. And Davis has not, at least they haven't shown that he suspects Saxe to being up to his old ways as of yet. But the way he's looking here, I think that he is putting the pieces together and maybe Tariq tells him that Saxe is playing both sides of the fence. And this right here is just what he needs to say that Tariq is telling the truth. And I believe that that is what's going to play into Saxe getting killed. Okay. Now, in times past, whenever Saxe did dirt, he was just fired. We know that Tommy could have killed him, but they didn't kill him. I think all of his dirt is catching up with him. He's about to reap some things, and I believe it's going to cause him his life. If you didn't see my last video, I talked about time's up being for Saxe. So I think this is it for him. And my theory is some kind of way is that it's going to come out that Theo finds out that he was bribed or one of the parole members was bribed to get him out of jail. We saw them kind of talk about that and be in a disagreement with Davis in the last episode. And I believe Theo is going to be the one that puts a bullet in Saxe. That's my theory. Theo is going to split the wig of Saxe. Okay. Now, I wish that Blanca was the one that would catch a slug, because if there is any character that gets on my nerves, it's her. Now, she got skills. She's a great detective. She's worked her way into the feds. Okay. She does a great job in the field catching who she's going after. I mean, she is straight predator out there, but she get on my nerves, and some kind of way I wish she would get capped, but I don't think it's going to be so, because they always have to have an aggressive detective in Power Universe. Now, Effie, we know, at least from the trailers, is supposed to be getting set up. Okay. Now, I don't believe it. They always try to throw a wrench in what they're trying to portray in these trailers. Now, I believe that this is just going to be a part of Tariq's plan. We hear his voice in the trailer saying, look, if you want to be back in the game, I got a job for you. So I believe that she is just a part of Tariq's plan to do something to Noma, and I believe it's the Nigerian. So I don't think it's going to be a play on anything. Of course, we know and see in these trailers that she might get taken into custody. We don't know, but she's going to be on the run. What we do know is Kane don't think. Kane is a hothead. Kane is Black Tommy, and he squeezes the trigger before he thinks about his next move. So I think if anything happens to Effie, Kane will do it. If Effie gets killed, I believe Kane will do it, because he doesn't care about anybody but his money and his family. We see how he treats women from the first episodes or the first seasons. He don't care, long as he is fulfilled. And I believe that he's been stringing Effie along, but if he has to put a bullet in her, he will definitely put a bullet in her. This is a scene we see in the trailer where Tariq and Davis are running somewhere, and we hear Davis say, put down that gun. But we all know from times past, when Tariq and Davis get together, they always end up getting their man. Okay. They're very successful when they put their heads together, but I think they're going to be running towards Theo busting a cap in Saxe. So those are my predictions for episode 8. These are my theories. I want to know what you guys think. Make sure you drop down in the comments section. We've only got a few hours before the episode drops. Let me know what you think. Is Effie going to hold her own? Is Davis going to find out about Saxe? Is Saxe going to be done? And also, I think RSJ, we're going to see him go to the street. I believe that he is going to put some work in, and I don't know how, but when he finds out that his money is a part of a Ponzi scheme, we're going to see him take it back to the wire. So those are my thoughts, my prediction. It's your man Parlo on the Parlo Gym Show. Make sure y'all drop down in the comments and leave me your thoughts and your theories. Catch me on the next episode. Peace.